Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Monday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. If you need a roof, you call Parish. Of course, Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com. Really enjoyed telling you about them. Semaglutide, tirzepatide, the once a week injections for weight loss. The whole thing over telemed, lowest prices, never any contracts, and they'll ship your medicine anywhere in the country. So you don't even have to be in Baton Rouge. Of course, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. If you have pain like I do right now in my back, book a session with Crystal Poche at Restored Motions. Okay, y'all. Hope you had a great weekend. Saints put a damper on Sunday. Did have a reaction video. Full disclosure, my reaction videos are not the same as Morning Scone. My reaction videos are uncensored. So, fair warning. Was not happy yesterday in the immediate aftermath of that loss. I'll be a little more sensible here. Well, I think I was sensible in that video. Just I was emoting. Where to begin? That's a devastating loss. It's a devastating loss without even context of the game. Just taking the loss is devastating because think of what was lost there. If you win, you move to 3-1, 2-0 in the division, and you bury Atlanta at 1-3. And you would have, because Tampa lost, you keep pace with Tampa, and you would actually be leading because you're 2-0 in the division. You lose, so now you're tied 2-2 with Atlanta. You're behind Tampa, and Atlanta now has a head-to-head win on you, and you have to go to Kansas City. So, terrible loss. Now, how it all transpired, it's almost unfathomable to lose a game in the NFL where your defense does not allow a touchdown. But the Saints managed to find a way to do it. So, Rashid Shaheed trying to fair catch a ball at the 1 yard line. What are you doing? Maybe the dumbest thing he's ever done in his football life. I don't know. I'm not saying he's dumb. I'm saying that might be the dumbest thing he's ever done in his football life. I mean, it's the 1 yard line. What are you doing? Let the ball go. Maybe it goes into the end zone. Maybe it's out of the 1 yard line anyway. Like, get away from it. Instead, you muff it. You hand them a touchdown. Derek Carr's pick six, atrocious. If you were just trying to throw the ball into the ground, then literally throw it at your defender's feet. Terrible decision by Derek Carr. Matthew Judon tips it up. Pick six. You handed them 14 points on a day where your defense was playing its behind off without DeMario Davis. A day where you lose Willie Gay, you lose Tyrann Mathieu during the game. I mean, you're out there. Your defense is doing everything it can. I mean, doesn't allow a touchdown. Now, granted, Atlanta did have a touchdown come off the board because of a very, very, very questionable holding call. But anyway, point is, your defense played well enough to win. Your offense is so mid. I know there's going to be people who, and I've seen some of this reaction to say, well, look at all the injuries. Yes. Yes. And if this were a day where the New Orleans Saints were wrecked offensively in the interior of the offensive line and they couldn't run the ball and Derek Carr was sacked 4 times, I could look at that and say, look, man, you were down 2 starters on the offensive line going against Grady Jarrett, David Onyemata, Matthew Judon, a really good front, and they wrecked you. Like, I could have looked at that and said, okay, like I can accept that because you had practice squad guys starting on the road in the NFL. I totally could have understood that. That's not what happened. And then you lost Taysom during the game, of course. I mean, I could have looked at that and said, okay. I mean, I get it. It stings, but it's like when you lost the Monday Night Football game to Miami a few years back when your roster and coaching staff was ravaged by COVID and everybody was out. It's like I can understand that. To lose this one of such great importance, the way you lost it is so devastating. And then to take the lead with a minute left and to have the 30-yard PI and Koo hits a 58-yarder. Younghoe Koo is awesome. I mean, like that dude is friggin' automatic. It's unbelievable. I couldn't believe his career long was only 54 before yesterday. But anyway, crushing loss. And it's one of those losses that whenever the season ends, and there's one of these every year for New Orleans because they've been in this, like, that's how you stay in your perpetual 9-8, 8-9, 7, like right there, just a game out, missing the playoffs, is because you can't close games like that. Last year was Green Bay. 2 years ago, it was the Giants. People forget this. You were up 2 scores on the Giants with like under 7 minutes to play in your building, and you let Daniel Jones come back and beat you. Like, that is why you are a perennial also ran. And that's why you're going to miss the playoffs again this year. All right, let's say some good mornings. Hey, how about that? Sunshine and rainbows, y'all. Happy Monday. Hey, Bailey. She's a one-trick pony. Defense sucks in the clutch. I don't know that the defense sucks in the clutch. I mean, even after the PI, they still forced a 58-yard field goal. I think the PI was a good call. I think we would have wanted the flag if it was the other way. So I don't have a problem with the PI call. Chris P, good morning. Jerry G, what's going on, y'all? Good morning. Brian Witt, I don't know if I said good morning, Chosen. Good morning, Chosen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dane Bergeron, good morning. Right. Nicholas Cross, good morning. Michael Cook, good morning. Good morning, Lily. Bart St. Germain, good morning. Cajun Country, good morning. Monday suck when the Saints blow it. Is Taysom Hill the key to the Saints offense? The minute he goes out, the whole thing seems to go down the drain. Clearly he helped you in short yardage. Was it a third one or a fourth and one that they went for it and gave it to Taysom Hill? And he actually kind of got they strung the play out and he just put his head down, plowed through. The Saints were 1 for 2 on fourth. I think that was a fourth down play where they handed it to Taysom Hill. And he got in. And he got the first down. Yeah, and then Taysom Hill, of course, scored twice. He's massively important in short yardage. And just the versatility he brings to the offense. I mean, absolutely. Good on him for getting out there, man. Guy suffered a bruised lung. I mean, was out there. I mean, that's the other thing, too, man. It's like, said this about Kamara yesterday. Like, God bless Alvin Kamara. I mean, he is he's out there with a hip pointer and busted ribs, taking 20 carries in the game. What did he have? What did he finish with? 19 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. And then he had, I think, 3 catches. No, I'm sorry. He had 7 catches. Oh, my God. That dude had 26 touches. 26 touches yesterday with a hip pointer and busted ribs. God bless Alvin Kamara, dude. God bless him, man. Alvin Kamara deserved better than what the Saints gave him yesterday. Brant, how do you decipher what Bama and Georgia are after 28-point lead, then blown lead, LOL? So, Brant, I'm going to workshop this today a little bit, but I think where I'm going to settle is that Alabama is in their Les Miles era. You're going to win. We've always said they're going to win. Like, they're not going to be terrible. and you got talent and stuff like that, but you're just never going to be as consistent and dominant as you were under Nick. And so, like, think about how many times we were annoyed after LSU losses under Les Miles. I think that's where Alabama is. And what does it tell me? Like, look, I know Alabama won the game, and y'all know how I feel about Bama. Or you know what the bit I've done about Bama. So it's hard for anybody to take anything I say about Alabama objectively, and I understand that. Georgia's a better team. They, I mean, you saw they completely clamped down on them in the second half. It was a 21-point first quarter where everything that could go wrong did go wrong. If you watch the game, like the first possession of the game, when Bama scored, you realize Georgia was off the field. They'd forced a punt. It was third down. They pressured Milroe. He threw the ball out of bounds. They're off the field. Georgia had a guy offsides. Continue the drive, they'd score. Georgia's first drive, Beck threw a dime about 60 yards downfield, down to about the 10-yard line, went right through the breadbasket. Guy just dropped the ball. I mean, catch the ball. You walk in, it's a walk-in touchdown. Worst case, you fall right there at the 10. I mean, Beck threw 3 hideous interceptions and fumbled and took a safety. Like, when they actually caught their breath and played, they outscored Bama 34-9, so not 12, 34-12, whatever. I don't know. So that's what I make of it. I mean, they play that game 100 times. You don't get that result probably ever again. Not Bama would win. You played 100 times. I don't know with it, but like for it to have played out the way it did, but it was really entertaining. All right, Trivia Carter, good morning. Taysom changes the math, kind of. Dalton, hope all's well. Thank you, man. Jordan Jones, good morning. Is DA becoming Brian Kelly? Take the points on 4th and goal. In that situation, I didn't. Hang on one second. I got to stop Drew's sound machine. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. I'm going to pick up on that thought. So, in that situation, I didn't hate the decision to go for it. You were down. You needed a touchdown, right? You were down 6. So you needed a touchdown or 2 field goals. So, yes, you could have gotten a field goal, play defense, gotten a stop, another field goal to tie. There was also the possibility that you kick a field goal, you're down 3, they get the ball in better field position, score and make it a 2-score game, or kick a field goal and you're right back in the same position you were in. Because you were where you were on the field, you severely limited what they could do offensively and put your defense at a position of strength. So even if you didn't convert, they had the opportunity, or you probably get a short field, which you did, and you ultimately scored. So I actually don't hate the decision there to go for it. Now, if it were a 3-point game, yes, you go tie the game. If it were a 2-point game, you take the lead 100%. I mean, all those things. But in that situation, being down 6, I didn't hate the decision late in the now. If it were in the second quarter, I would 100% tell you in the second quarter, take the points. In the fourth quarter, with 4 minutes left, whatever it was, um, 6 minutes left. No, I'm sorry. There was there was 3:57 left in the game. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. So there's 4 minutes left. So there's 3:57 left in the game. Like, you know, I'm you're running out of time there. So being at the 1 yard line, I think that was the right decision in that moment. Jerry G, morning. Let's not let this loss affect our week ahead. No, I mean, I'm with you on that. I'm not gonna let it affect my week. My overall mental state and happiness just sucks. Matt, looking to start my own podcast. Which setup do you use? Mic and camera, great quality, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So this mic is a BEP 20 BEP 20. This is the mic that we use. Wait, no. Hang on. I got crypto on my brain. What's this mic called? The hell is my mic called? Not, come on, brain. RE20. BEP20 is crypto. Anyway. I was like, I know that one right. RE20. You can tell I'm not very technical. I'm not the radio engineer. The mic is an RE20. It's an expensive microphone. It's like it's a these are the ones we have in the radio station. It's like a $500 microphone. The camera I have is a Logitech. It's just a little, I mean, you can get those, you can get the little Logitech webcams for $40. You can get a very nice cam if you want as well. But the audio I use is a Rodecaster. It's a RODE, Rodecaster Pro. So hook the mic up through the board into the computer, which processes the audio, and then the camera's here as well. And then the platform I use is StreamYard, is the video platform. Gregory, Jesse Post, good morning. Shahid, more good than bad, but geez, that was atrocious. Please smash the like button if y'all would. Subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Falcons didn't beat the Saints. Saints beat themselves. Yes, I mean, you didn't allow an offensive touchdown. However, hat tip Younghoe. I mean, dude made a 58-yarder, and it would have been good from 68. He's awesome. Brian Wynn, kudos to Sam Burns helping the Americans retain the President's Cup. Okay. Elijah Steele, morning, Matt. Even though it's extremely small sample size, I thought it was interesting to see Zy Alexander has allowed 0 passer rating this season, according to PFF. He's your best cornerback. That's not even a question. And a big part of that, too, Elijah, is probably because teams don't throw his way. They'd probably rather just throw at the other guys who aren't as good. But yes, when he's been on the field, he's been very obviously your best guy. So concussion protocol, didn't play this last weekend. It was a good opportunity to get other guys on the field. PJ Woodland got the start. J.K. Johnson played a bunch as well. Brian Kelly said after the game on Saturday that especially at safety, they've been rotating a bunch of guys, but said the time for rotating is done. Like we got enough film now. We got 5 games. We are just going to go play our starters now. We're going to determine who that is. We're going to go play them. I'm curious who it'll be. Abner Neal, good morning, Matt. Allen's going for the touchdown on 4 attempts, and kicking the field goal was a bad decision. I don't know if you're saying like not kicking the field goal at the end. Talked about that just a smidge ago. Again, like considering where you. Hang on, Drew's awake. Let me grab him. Well, then we're going to get dressed and we're going to go to New St. Louis. Vion? Mimi will pick you up. You want to come say hi?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Come see me. All right. Good morning. Oh, wait, did you turn off the light? Okay. What did you say?
Hi, Dad.
Oh, did you sleep so good last night?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, can you tell everybody what day is today?
Monday.
Monday's hard waking up on a Monday, huh? Okay. You can go play. Okay. He's getting little good mornings from him now. Brant, curious to see if LSU could take advantage of a night game against Ole Miss, having Hilton back playing with Anderson, Lacey, Taylor. Nuts. I'm with you, Brant. I mean, that's been my point all along. It's like you're going to have a great atmosphere in Tiger Stadium. You're going to be rested 2 weeks to prepare. Ole Miss, that'll be their third consecutive SEC game, back-to-back road conference games. It's literally the thing that I pointed out since the summer when we were picking schedules, and I did pick LSU. Picked them to go 10-2, but I picked them to beat Bama and Ole Miss in Tiger Stadium. The game I didn't like at all was A&M because it's the same situation for LSU. That's LSU's third consecutive conference game and back-to-back road conference games because you go Ole Miss at Arkansas at A&M. I hate the spot for LSU going to College Station. And then, I figure they drop another one somewhere along the way. On the road in Gainesville is never easy, especially the week after Bama. Oklahoma could be a tricky spot in Baton Rouge at the end of the season. But, of course, the one that I thought they'd get that they didn't was USC. So, have to adjust. I think, if you find a way to get to 9-3 this year, again, against this schedule with some of your limitations here early, that would be pretty amazing, man. So, see if they can keep getting better, especially with the injuries now, too. All right, smash the like button if you would. Please subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Always shout out to Brock Parrish, New North Peach. Go to Brock. You need a roof, give us a shout. Parrish Construction and Roofing. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com. Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. All of our sponsors are pinned in the description, or they're linked in the description, on YouTube, and they're tagged on Facebook. Rooney should have kicked the field goal instead of stubborn, going forward on 4th and goal from the 7. Come on, man. I talked about that a smidge ago. I understand it in that situation. There's 4 minutes to go in the game. You need a touchdown. I do get it. Yes, you could kick it. You could play defense and try to get the ball back and field goal to tie, touchdown. When I do understand that, but considering there's 4 minutes to go in the game, in theory, you kick a field goal, they could go into their 4-minute offense, milk the clock, maybe kick a field goal, make you still need a touchdown. There's no guarantee you're getting a stop there. Because of where you are in the game with 4 minutes to go, I do get it. Some person, you could take a 100-year-old great-grandma to return the punt. Shaheed muffed. It would have gone better. Madden Goon, longest special ed car on team. Dennis Allen stankin'. Okay. Yeah. Definitely not okay with you saying special ed. Thomas, good morning. There's a better way to say it, bro. Chance, do you ever remember LSU and the Saints wearing white pants and white jerseys on the same weekend? Good question. No, I don't. LSU's only worn that combo. Well, they've worn, if you're just saying white on white, I could go back and look at, let's say in 15, they wore the all whites against Ole Miss. In 18, they wore the all whites with the purple helmet, which was the lost season. So they've gone to the white pants. LSU's worn the white jersey, white pant look. So you got some options. Like you could probably find it, Chance. We're only winning 5 games this year. See what happens when they get healthy. But McCoy being out for 2 months is massive. You're going to be good defensively, but when everything on your offense is predicated on your line getting out in space and blocking, and you're that limited, it's tough ask. Hey, Melody, good morning. Lewis, good morning. Officially on the Fire Dan Quinn and Carr ban. You mean Dennis Allen, not Dan Quinn. Yeah. I mean, Dan Quinn, by the way, is 3-1 right now in Washington with Jaden Daniels, who is incredible. He completed 82% of his passes. By the way, short week after Monday Night Football, and goes and completes 82% of his passes. And they destroyed Arizona on the road. My God, Jaden Daniels. I mean, like, part of me just for fun wants to go back to like the whiskey and wine after the losses, both of them to Florida State, to see how many people were saying Jaden Daniels isn't the answer. And just to laugh at all of you, because from day one, and you can never question this, from day one, before day one, I was all on board with Jaden Daniels. Like, I was the one guy when everybody was saying Miles Brennan, I was like, they didn't go get this kid who started for 3 years at Arizona State to come here and not play. Last time a team scored 24 points, didn't allow an offensive touchdown, was the Saints in 1983, of course. Wait, scored 24 points, didn't allow an offensive touchdown, and lost? Can you, like, please, if you know that stat or you have its source somewhere, please let me know. Jester's Folly feels like Kubiak's entire playbook is predicated on whether Taysom is healthy or not. I think of greater look, Taysom, I'm not saying that's insignificant. Obviously, it is. When he went out, the offense changed. But of greater consequence, clearly, is your offensive line. Tim, good morning. Lewis, got it. Yeah, there you go. DA car. Ryan, Bolote. I'm still saying Bolote. You can call yourself whatever you want. I'm saying Bolote because I like it. Do we expect Penning to get better as the game went on, that we continue to try to run the ball to the right side? Now, that's a good question. I want to see the splits from this game on when they ran to the right side and how that went. But interestingly, like, Trevor Penning has been a better run blocker than pass blocker. Like, that's the thing. He's a pretty physical run blocker. What he can't do is get back into pass block sets and hold up against elite edge rushers. So in theory, you think you're playing to Trevor Penning's strength as a run blocker, but boy, he struggled yesterday in every facet. Drums. Yes. We're almost done with that show, then we're going to get dressed, okay? Okay. Kelly Gross, Mason Odom, James McKinney, Josh Higginbotham, Gregory Gordy. How did the Lacey interview go? Went really well, man. Did an NIL thing yesterday with Kyron Lacey and with Harlem Berry, Harlem's a really impressive young guy, man. Y'all are going to love him. 5-star. He is rock solid, locked in with LSU. Really good young guy. His dad drove him up yesterday. So it was for Duplessis. Told you about Duplessis Builders. Derek Duplessis Pools, Outdoor Kitchens. Great guy. Derek did an NIL deal with Kyron and with Harlem Berry. And it's a true NIL. So he's using for their marketing stuff. So we went and did a video. So I sat down with Kyron and with Harlem, each for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Then we did like a long form conversation. They're going to clip parts of the conversation and then put them out on their social media. But really good dudes, man. Kyron's matured so much throughout his time in school. By his own admission, very, very self-aware from being a knuckle. He talked about this yesterday in the interview, how, I mean, he loved basketball, but flunked off the team when he was at Thibodeau High and fell into a bad place. And he had some mentors in his life, not give up on him, and got him back on the right track academically, and he crushed it in football. And I didn't know this. He told me, even though, like, as he started to pop off in football, he had some major offers, like Miami. I mean, like big schools were coming after him, and he had committed to Billy Napier at Lafayette, and he was just like, I'm just a loyal guy. They were on me from the very beginning. Napier, Jabbar Jalouk. So he's like, I just stuck with those guys. And so then when Napier left for Florida, that's when he came to LSU. He's like, if Napier had never left Florida, he said he would have stayed in Lafayette. It's interesting. Okay, y'all. I got to get going. My apologies, y'all. Hey, Dad. Good morning. Got to say hello to my pops. Good morning. Y'all have a great day. I got to bounce. If you're looking for some content now that we're done here, jump on over to Locked On LSU. favorite podcast app or on YouTube. Locked on LSU is live. Enjoy that. And we'll get you for AFR 3. All right, y'all have a no Brian Kelly presser today. On the open weeks, they don't have a press conference. So no Brian Kelly today at noon. But we will have AFR 3. Y'all have a great day.